medicine that's biblical. So let's keep it light, let's keep it light, let's keep it light for a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BCC is thrilled to present a story that takes us back, way back. She's the original First Lady. Fire up your flux capacitors and please welcome to the pulpit, Eve.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Look at every one of you precious relatives. So sweet. I'm Grandma Eve. You know, the first woman ever created. Most people know me as the Apple Lady, or that woman who ruined paradise for everyone. But first of all, the Bible never said it was an apple. And secondly, okay, I admit that I did play a part in getting us thrown out of paradise. Tonight, I want to take you back, way back, and share the story of how it was for me in the beginning. My earliest memories. So there I was, brand spanking new, fresh out of God's workshop, the Mark II model, if you will. Pawpaw Adam wakes up from surgery and he is absolutely enamored by me, like I'm the most incredible thing he's ever seen. Which, to be fair, I probably was. After all, we did have perfect genetics. I'm looking at him thinking, he's really cute, and also, what are all these feelings welling up inside me? He hit me with some lines of poetry, and I totally fall for him. We got married immediately, and so our romantic honeymoon began. Eden was amazing, just beautiful. Perfect weather, picturesque landscaping, food everywhere, a non-stop parade of enchanting creatures and attractions. Better than any Disney resort you could imagine. Think of the most perfect place you've ever experienced, then make it way, way better. The job God gave us was pretty straightforward. Be fruitful, multiply, and help each other take care of this paradise I made for you. That's it. Talk about a cool work-life balance. However, we were given one rule. Do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, because it is literally lethal. Got it. Sounds simple enough. How hard could it be? Then, one day, I'm out for my morning jog, admiring the daffodils, enjoying the sounds of nature playlist, when this influencer suddenly pops up in my feed. Now, at this point, I'd only ever heard two voices in my life, God's and Adam's. This was definitely neither. I hear this voice basically saying, "You know what's missing in your life, Eve? More. You deserve to be so much more than God is letting you be. Just eat this fruit, and you'll be a goddess." So this serpent shows up with his sales pitch, and suddenly I'm rethinking my options? Red flags were flapping all over the place. I mean, come on, Eve. At least try and do some due diligence. I knew better, but instead of skipping the ad, I kept listening long enough to start thinking, well, that's intriguing. So I'll be a goddess? Tell me more. Maybe God was wrong. Maybe one bite can solve these problems I don't even have. I gave in to the temptation and took a bite. I then rushed some of the fruit to Adam, who promptly jumped onto the bandwagon. And you know what? It was really exciting. Totally lived up to the hype. For about 3 seconds. The initial exciting taste of disobedience quickly gave way to the bitter aftertaste of rancid guilt and shame, with more than a hint of regret. We tried to hide from God, but that's like playing hide and seek with someone who has CCTV, X-ray vision, thermal imaging, and GPS tracking powers. The conversation with God went really badly. No one said, "I messed up." No one said, "I'm sorry." Adam invented the blame game. I quickly joined the thread, and before we know it, God hands down consequences. We got evicted from paradise. No 2-week notice, no time to pack, no late checkout option. Just, security will escort you to the nearest exit immediately. The honeymoon was over, and Eden Park was officially closed. Suddenly, it was just me, Paw Adam, a harsh economic environment, and the sudden realization that from then on, life was going to be a whole lot harder than it needed to be. But you know what? God didn't stop loving us. The very first prophecy in the Bible came right after our biggest mistake. God told the serpent that one of my descendants would crush his head. Even as God was following through on the consequences of our actions, He provided us with clothing, and He was already planning a way to bring humanity back home. Being the woman of many firsts wasn't easy. I was the first woman to fall in love, the first to get married and start a family, the first to make mistakes, and the first to learn how to pick up the pieces and move forward. Let me just say, I messed up big time. I disobeyed God, and I'm sorry. So, take it from Grandma Eve. If a sketchy influencer ever offers you some forbidden fruit, just say no. I'm on a low-sin diet. Thanks for listening. Good night, kids. God bless you.
Join us next time when another Bible legend takes to the pulpit to share their personal story. Till then, go in peace, or at least try not to make things worse.
The BCC is recorded in front of a live virtual audience, most of whom managed to stay logged in. The views expressed by tonight's presenter, including any theological inaccuracies, do not necessarily reflect any denominational dogma and are purely for comedic effect. Any resemblance to persons living dead or resurrected is mostly biblical. Eden Park is now closed for renovation.